All right, in this part of the chapter or unit 5, we are trying to write the equation of a line if we have information about that line. You've already done a little bit of this. Let me show you what part you've already done. But while I'm switching the camera, we need to be on page 28 in your book, page 28. All right. Now, what you've already done is if you know the slope and you know the y-intercept, it's very easy to write the equation of the line. It's just y equals mx plus b. Well, m is the slope. You put the slope in front of the x. You put the y-intercept behind the x. And that's all you need to do. So if you know the slope and you know the y-intercept, it's super easy to write the equation. But on page 28, we're assuming that you don't have the y-intercept. You know the slope, but you don't know the y-intercept. See, it says right here, you're given a point and you're given the slope, but you're not given the y-intercept. All right, you don't know, question mark, you don't know the y-intercept. So when you don't know the y-intercept, you have to use something called the point slope formula. I'm going to write it right here. It looks very similar to the slope formula, except it's not written as a fraction. It's written like this. Okay, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now I'm going to put check marks here, here, and here. Where there's a check mark, you need to replace with a number. Replace with a number. So where the y1 is, where the m is, and where the x1 is, you need to replace those. So let's do an easy example and two slightly more difficult examples. We'll do, let's see, number one. Number one's pretty easy here. So here, we're given a point. This is a point, but that we don't know the y-intercept. That is not the y-intercept. How do you know that's not the y-intercept? Well, because if it was the y-intercept, x would be 0. See, if you had 0, 5, that would be the y-intercept. But that's not on the y-axis, so we do not know the y-intercept. So we're going to write this formula down, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. All right, we're going to put check marks here, here, and here, because those are the three things we're going to replace. All right, so let's see. What are you going to put in the place of y1? Well, this is x1, this is y1. 4 is x1, 1 is y1, and slope is my m. So y1 is going to be 1. That's not a negative number, so I don't need to wrap it. So equals, m is 2, that's the slope, and then x minus 4. I don't need to wrap it. So we replaced it, but you still need to get y by itself. So we need to distribute, and we need to move the 1 over. All right, so when you distribute, you're going to get y minus 1 equals 2x minus 8. Then we're going to add 1 to both sides, and you get y equals 2x minus 7. So that's the equation in slope-intercept form. We know now what the y-intercept is. The y-intercept is -7. The slope is 2. All right, let's do one, a couple with fractions here. So let's skip down to number 4. Number 4, again, this is not the y-intercept. We know the slope. We have a point, but we don't know the y-intercept. So let's write down the formula. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Check, check, check. What are you going to put in the place of y1? Well, this is my x1. This is my y1. In the place of y1, I'm going to put -1. I do need to wrap that because I'm plugging in a negative number. That's going to cause a double negative. I'm going to put -3/4 where the m is, and x minus -8 right there. I'm going to wrap it. Now let's fix those double negatives. Let's turn those double negatives into pluses. That's x plus 8 there. All right, so I need to do two things. I need to distribute the -3/4. I'm going to have to subtract the 1. Now, you can multiply -3/4 times x easily. That's just -3/4 x. -3/4 times 8, if you need to do that on a calculator, that's fine. But -3/4 times 8 is -6. And then subtract 1 from both sides. The final answer is y equals -3/4 x minus 7. Again, you can do that multiplication on a calculator if you don't know how to do it. All right, let's do one more. Let's go to page 29, and I'll do number 9. Let's do number 9. All right, number 9. Let's write down the formula. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. All right. If you write the formula down 3 or 4 times, you're going to know it. Check, check, check. That's where you need to replace. This is x1. This is y1. All right. So in place of y1, we're going to put negative 9. Wrap it. This is negative 2/5. And then x, we don't need to wrap the 5 because we're not plugging in negative 5. All right. Let's fix that double negative. That becomes a plus. Equals negative 2/5 x minus 5. Distribute. Again, negative 2/5 times x. That's easy. That's just negative 2/5 x. Negative 2/5 times negative 5. You can do that on a calculator if you're not sure, but it's plus 2. And then we subtract 9 from both sides. Our final answer, y equals negative 2/5 x minus 7. So that's the equation of my line in slope-intercept form.